So now we have another type of action which we can apply in the present. Now this is the action you are performing right now. The present. But very few people know how to utilize the present. You are always thinking about the past, or you are always planning about the future. And the present, which is the most important time in your life, you are not utilizing. Because you are using the present to live in the past, and you are using the present to live in the future. So how can you change your life? How can you improve? These are the daydreamers, how we call them, and they are the majority in our society. They are the great majority in our society. This is why we have very little evolution in us. This is why our population is growing. Due to the lack of spiritual evolution in life. And there is no method we can use to get that down. It will be increasing one way or the other. There will be famines and pestilence one way or the other. There will be a tremendous, and all these are brought about by the individual. And I have seen in many places, like in Nicaragua, when there was the earthquake, about 10 or 15 years ago, so many countries sent planeloads of blankets, of clothes, equipment, of food. And do you know, the people who it was sent to never received a thing. You know why? Because they did not deserve it. It came there, but it was shifted to some other place. Somebody stole it, somebody sold it. But who it went for, they did not receive it because they did not deserve it. They did not do enough good deeds to deserve that donation which was sent to them. And this happens all. And those who have been doing good deeds, or those who have had a very good positive bank account, right? Those who are doing the good deeds in the past life, they would be receiving the credit. But if they are careless and they don't do something positive to continue, then that is going to run out on them. And when your good deeds runs out on you, suffering starts because you were careless. So you see, the individual is responsible at every moment of the way. So the past or the future. It is a waste of time. As far as our development is concerned, to attain wisdom. Now the only type of people who really live in the present Those are the great saints and sages. They illuminate people. But those who have not attained that state of wisdom, they are always planning. They are always planning. And my goodness, they sit down, and they say, well, I'm going to go and buy 100 apples. And then I'm going to sell those apples for a little profit. Then I'm going to buy more apples and I'm going to sell those. And in no time at all, he is a millionaire. And he has not moved one step away. He's living, he's living there in the future. He's wasting the present time in the future, which is not going to get him anywhere. A lot of daydreamers are like that. Now, let us say you spend half an hour in that sort of thinking, 30 minutes. Now, if you went out in the backyard and you planted a few rows of cucumbers or corn, you will have something to eat. Right? Because at that time in the present, you did. And whatever you do in the present, you must get that fruit. Right? So you see how we are coming back to the individual's moral responsibility. This is what the yoga philosophy is all about. To make you be aware so that you will be conscious of what you are thinking and speaking. So now we are having a very clear concept of how things happen in our life. And when we don't understand the sequence, we are blaming someone from God down all the time. So first, we must deserve. And automatically it comes. And in order to deserve, you have to work. You have to sacrifice. Then it automatically comes. But if you did not do that, then what would be in front of you would just disappear. It just comes and is gone. How many times this happens to you? And according to this contract you have signed there, and according to the astrological charts or the lines in the hand, it tells you quite clearly if you are going to be a millionaire and for how long you're going to be that millionaire. If, let us say, on the 36th year, you will become a millionaire. When you reach 36, all of a sudden things happen and you are a millionaire. If that money is for you for 10 years, after 10 years, automatically things happen and you lose everything. But if you are careful, and you're getting on to some discipline to evolve, then the money will stay for you for a long time. And we have seen so many cases like that, All this is because of what you did in the past. But what are you doing in the present to improve these qualities? Nothing. Almost nothing. So how do you expect to improve? How do you expect to be happy in your life when you are not doing anything positive about it? Impossible. But if you are ready to do something about it, progress. A lot of things will come your way. And this is what we call evolution.
Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma